Hello, everyone. This is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and let's talk about Lyft today. The story with this Lyft is kind of interesting. I've got mixed feelings about it. I'm not even sure if it's legal because I don't know if it's sanitary. I'm actually going to kind of more or less let you guys decide that one. But Lyft has partnered with a Atlanta-based non-emergency medical transportation provider called Logisticare, and they're partnering with them to expand the service to about 276 cities. What is Logisticare? Well, you know what? Here it is. Logisticare works with state Medicaid agencies and managed care agencies that contract with Medicaid to provide recipients without transportation with a ride to their doctor's appointments. Instead of having to use ambulances and the emergency room, Medicaid recipients can organize rides through Logisticare, which costs less for the patient and saves the state money. No kidding. Patients use Logisticare to get from every kind of appointment, from physicals to counseling, dialysis to adult daycare. In quotes, "We want to pick you up and take you back as soon as possible," said Logisticare CEO Albert Cortina. "In the old days, everyone was using ambulances to get the hospital and dispatch from the hospital, and this is being smarter with our dollars. Everyone wins, especially our actual members." But of course, Logisticare doesn't actually own their vehicles. They contract them out, and Lyft is one of the people that they're contracting out with. Now, here's where I've got the mixed feelings about this. Because here's the thing. I have picked people up who've wanted to go to the hospital for a variety of different reasons. Most of the time, it's because they found out someone else had gone to the hospital and they did not feel safe enough to drive. And I want to state right now, if you find out someone you love is in the hospital and you're panicking, that would be a good time to call an Uber or Lyft. Have them behind the wheel. They will get you there safely, and they will be way more focused on the ride than you ever could be. Don't drive under stress or distress. It's not worth it. You could easily have an accident. So, with that out of the way, that's been most of the situations. But there have been a couple times where people had like a bleeding arm or something, and they came out and they wanted to go to the hospital. Well, now that could be a problem, because while I sympathize with people being hurt, that's actually a biohazard problem. They're bleeding over the car potentially, and you don't know what's in the blood. They could be HIV positive, or they could have AIDS. They could have cancer. They could have a rare blood disease or something. You don't know, and that is so unsafe. It's not sanitary at all, and no amount of money they pay you, and trust me, they're probably not paying you much anyway, can be worth that. And never mind, bloodstains are hard to get out of the upholstery in most cars, and the germs are letting in. So I don't know how Logisticare plans to deal with this in general. I think if they're just taking people to therapy appointments, maybe they're okay. Then maybe this is a good thing. But if they start asking Lyft drivers to start bringing patients who have fevers or are vomiting or are bleeding out of their arms or legs or whatever, you know what? That's not safe. That's not safe. That's not what the Lyft driver signed up for. That's not what they are expected to do. You can't use Lyft for those things. Will they actually use Lyft for those things? I don't know. But bottom line, Logisticare, I do think they're on the right path for the most part, but they need to be careful with this. They really need to be careful with this, because this could definitely backfire in a major way, and they might not recover from it if this potentially gets as bad as I fear it could get. Logisticare, be careful. And to all you people out there, maybe I'll make a separate video just to reinstate the point, but I would seriously not pick up any passenger who is bleeding or super sick and is obviously very sick. In fact, I am going to make another video for that, so I'm going to put it on my list of videos to make along with that. Should Uber kill the surge video that I still need to make? And should you have both the DoorDash and Postmates app on at the same time? Make those notes right now. So anyway, what do you folks think of this news? Have you ever used Lyft or Uber to go to the hospital? I mean, I do know it's cheaper than the ambulance, but were you bleeding, or did you just have like a headache or need to go to an appointment? Like to know, comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.